Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back, fam bam. How are you guys all doing today? I hope you guys are having an amazing day, whatever. So, first off, if you guys don't have flavor, then you guys better shut off this channel and go to the next, because I can't help you with that. Anyways, if you guys are want to listen to chit chat, if you guys want to see some role play, if you guys want to see reborn babies go to work, if you guys want to see babies cry because they miss their sister, just hit that bell, and so you'll be notified every time I make a video, because you will never have a dull moment here. Share my videos with your dolly friends so we can help my channel grow, and also maybe someone will like my flavor here. Maybe I'm not your cup of tea and you'll move on. But let's get into the video.
Then get up, get dressed.
Okay, guys, I just wanted to explain to you guys while I'm painting. Okay, so the type of person that I am, I didn't want to start off just painting, you know, cheap dolls or anything like that. So when I started to paint silicone, I just jumped into it full force. I'm a perfectionist. I like to do things right the first time and not mess up. So when I messed up on this doll, I was so devastated. Not the one I'm painting right now, but I was so devastated, right? But I jumped into it because even when I went to cosmetology school, you learn on mannequins, but it's not the same. So when you start cutting people's hair, it's like your first time, and it's totally different than a mannequin's head. Like this mannequin, I cut her hair. It's totally different than, you know, doing that and messing with mannequin heads, you know, while I was in cosmetology school. So when I started to start painting silicone, I was like, I'm just gonna jump in full force and buy the blanks and just go ahead and do it. Because as I watched Caroline Doty since 2022, when I got my first silicone doll, I heard her saying that that's how she started off, and she made mistakes along the way, and you know, whatever, and so forth and so on. So I was just like, when I started to paint the ones from Temu and Amazon, it was too hard for me. It was just like, it wasn't sticking, you know. You had to buy this, it's called Exhibit or whatever, and I was just like, no, I was ready to throw that doll in the trash. So I was just like, I'm just gonna buy a blank and start painting. So I did. I screwed up my first one. I messed up and I stripped it, and in the long run, you know, when I was sanding it, I was making tears and dremeling it, and not bad, but still, that was like ruining the silicone. So I was like, is there something else that I can look for and see what I can do? So that's when I ended up finding a solution and stuff like that. And so I was able to take it off an easier way. And I'll explain it to you, because I'm painting her now. Explain to you everything that was going on. So I just have watched YouTube videos, and Marisol showed me FaceTime some of her painting the silicone doll. And I watched Caroline Doty, and I watched Kim Chambers, Pepper's Reborn Boutique. I'm on her membership, and I've seen her do it and everything, and all these tips and tricks. And so I just jumped into it, you know, and I was like, I'm just going all in because I like to do that. When I learned how to do makeup, that's what I did. I didn't know anything about it. I just started watching tutorials, started doing makeup, and then I found out that I was an artist and I like drawing on my face, and I started doing that. I learned how to crochet when I went to North Carolina. My friend taught me how to crochet. I have a scarf that I was working on, and I need to finish it. So this is how I just started jumping in, and I started watching tutorials, and this is how I learn. I'm a visual learner. I'm hands-on, and I, you know, do that. I repaired the doll the best I can do, you know, and like Caroline Doty was saying, you get better as you mess with it, you maneuver it, you repair the things, and you lightly feather it out, and it, you know, it's like a miracle worker. It does itself out with the Bob Ross thinner. So with that being said, guys, I just jumped into it. I didn't I started painting an Amazon doll. I just finished the back and that was it. I stopped and I just jumped into this. So this is the way I've learned. There's no right or wrong way. Just like when you do makeup, you do use different brushes for different stuff, you know, just like when you're painting, there's no wrong way. Just, you got to make sure that you're fading it out and you don't let drips get on it, because that's what will happen. So as I'm painting this doll, you see I'm using a cutting board. Last time I used parchment paper, and when silicone dripped on it, it got in the oven and it stuck to my doll. So I don't do that no more. I just use a plain cutting board. If I get anything on the board, I wipe it off with a paper towel. If I get a drip on the doll, I make sure I, you know, clean it right away. Always clean the creases with the little brush thing there. So this is how I do it. This is the products I use. I use a lot of Caroline Doty's products, like I said in my other video, or this video, the video before, and because she's tested a lot of stuff on silicone, so all those stuff work on silicone. With that being said, there's other stuff that is from Amazon that you can use too. Marisol gave me some stuff that I use, those yellow brushes that you see me using. That's what you can use. I also have those little sponges that I got from Caroline. You can also make those. She has a video of making them, so you know I want to make them myself now. But yeah, I don't have in her eyes right now. I took off her little eyes, but this is little Emmy. This is little Emmy, huh? Oh, there was hair. This is little Emmy. Say, this is little Emmy. She was just born. She was just born, and this is the baby I'm painting right now, as you see in the video. But I just wanted to let you guys know, like, how I started this. You know, I didn't jump into vinyl and then start silicone. I just jumped in full force because this is my passion. This is what I love doing. I love painting them. I don't know why. I guess I was an artist that I didn't know until I started messing with makeup. I've done a Venom look. I've drawn a bunny and eggs and all kinds of stuff. I even drew a person on my nose. I've done a lot of stuff that I have painted on my face and stuff. So with that being said, guys, I jumped into it. It's like, I guess, kind of like hair, because when you color hair, we have a lot of blue pigment in it, so you have to try to get that too. So when your dolls are light skinned or like a light flesh skin, you have to put that certain amount in there too, as well as on a silicone doll. You have to, if it's a gray doll or more gray or more biracial, you know, stuff like that, you have to look into those kind of factors as well. And so that's how you do it, I'm sure. And you look at your color wheel. So I see my color wheel. You have to see what colors go and then what colors will neutralize it. So that being said, guys, I just wanted to let you guys know how I started. I didn't jump to vinyl and then do silicone. I just jumped full force into silicone. And this is my third baby working on. And now I have to I'm painting the one that I messed up. Also, I do have a video coming up on that where I show you how to do that. How I messed up is using a different color pink on this doll, and I shouldn't have done that. I should have just stayed with what I was going for, but I couldn't hear what that color was, so I jumped into this pink, and I shouldn't have done that. So once I did that, I screwed it up, and then not blending it out on the creases, and it made lines, and I was like, no, I did not like that. So I had to strip her all off. And if I would have known what to use, well, I did read it on the internet, but I was too scared to use it. But it's called naphtha. You can use naphtha and it will take it off, I heard. So, and I also have heard this from some artist that said that she does that and it works wonders. So that's the easiest way. Don't use a Dremel, don't use sanding paper, because that will tear your doll no matter what. And I tore my doll and it was pretty sad, but I'm glad I watched a video and I was able to repair it, and you know, it looks nice and it looks better. So yeah, with that being said, guys, I just wanted to tell you guys how my journey went along and how I jumped on. I'm a go-getter. I'm an outgoing person. I like to learn things. I like to watch things and learn things on my own. I like to see how things are being done. I like, you know, I like to, even if I mess up, even like when you mess up hair, when you're coloring someone's hair, you have to color correct it. So if you mess it up and it's not what you wanted to do, or they go and get their hair dyed from the, you know, Walmart, and they go and buy that, those aren't good for your hair. Yeah, it's the cheapest route, but it's not good for a cosmetologist to work on your hair. We have to color correct it. So with that being said, guys, there's things that you got to do when you mess up hair, right? So just like with the doll, if you mess it up, it's a learning experience, you know? So I knew that going into it, and I didn't think I was going to mess up right away, but I did, and I got where I am at. I was able to repair it, and now I'm painting it again. So yeah, like I said, practice makes perfect. The more you start to do these things, the better you get on, you know, your dolls and painting. Trial and error, and when you fail, you keep on trucking, you keep on doing it, and you do the best you can and hope for the best outcome. But yeah, with that being said, guys, yeah, just watch me have music on. Pippa, she helped me paint. She was excited to paint. Let me get her actually right now. Pippa, she helped Mama paint, huh? Did you help Mama paint? Yeah, it was so much fun. You guys should have seen. I learned how to paint a silicone doll with my mommy. It was so much fun. Hi. Hi, everybody. Hi. She's so cute. I want to change her outfit and comb her hair, but I haven't had no time to even breathe, y'all.
Then get up, get dressed, before work's off my list. What's left to do, just guess. It's you, my favorite, but I wanna taste you and feel you shake, raising an earthquake. Can't push the brakes when a rush hits. We're going in, we're going in. You keep me biting my cheek, year after year. Only gets better, I'm weak in the knees. We hit the sheets, you on my lips, I'm feeling the heat. That's all I need. Ah, 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 ah. When a day's gone, we've only begun. That's the best part, when we get it on. I'm addicted, no denying it, 'cause you don't cross my mind, you live in it. I wanna taste you and feel you shake, raising an earthquake. Can't push the brakes when a rush hits. We're going in, we're going in. You keep me biting my cheek, year after year. Only gets better, I'm weak in the knees. We hit the sheets, you on my lips, I'm feeling the heat. That's all I need. Ah, 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 ah.
I'm about to get 30. Your last one made you 30. Now you get yourself a freaky little dude. In the mood 24/7, 16/11. So you're making it, but I'ma just stop for a moment. Do you really think that I'ma fuck you while I'm sober? I'm not. Taking Uber to your hotel, eating like a local, but you're calling back while I shut down.
You keep me biting my cheek, year after year. Only gets better, I'm weak in the knees. We hit the sheets, you on my lips, I'm feeling the heat. That's all I need. Ah, 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 ah. That's all. Then get up, get dressed, before work's off my list. What's left to do, just guess. It's you, my favorite, but I wanna taste you and feel you shake, raising an earthquake. Can't push the brakes when a rush hits. We're going in, we're going in. You keep me biting my cheek, year after year, only gets better. I'm weak in the knees, we hit the sheets. You on my lips, I'm feeling the heat. That's all I need. When a day's gone, we've only begun. That's the best part.
Mommy, Mommy, can I try? Can I try? Can I paint? Can I paint the doll? Mommy, Mommy, can I try? Can I try? Can I paint? Can I paint the doll? Yay, yay, Mommy. I painted it. I did it, Mommy. Look it. Oh my goodness. That was so much fun. I know how to paint a reborn doll.
Wow, Mom, that is so much fun to do. It is so fun. I love painting. Thank you, Mom, for letting me paint. It was so interesting. Gotta pounce it, okay? There you go. This is so much fun, you guys. Mama's letting me help paint the baby girl. Yeah. Okay, guys. So, while you paint the silicone doll and paint a silicone doll, and then you have a baby, a newborn baby to take care of, you got to be called to mama duties, right? So she's just crying and she's hungry. You hungry? You hungry, perfecta? And here's her bottle that she came with. So we're gonna feed her. Go. Her mouth is so tiny. Her mouth is so tiny, huh? So she was hungry and she woke up, and I've been busy at it. Pippa helped me paint a little bit of it, and she was watching me paint and stuff, and she had fun or whatever. And so then this little baby just started crying, and she's like, I'm hungry. You better feed me, girl. Did you forget about me? She said, did you forget about me, Mommy? I was like, no, of course not, Perfecta. You're so cute. Who could forget about this pretty little cute face? I can't. Oh, I'm so exhausted, though. Been up since 6:30. 6:30 since this morning. And I'm like, girl. Oh, there she goes. Oh, her little hair. Her little hair. Her little hair. I have her in this little... Hold on. I have her in this little onesie that came from the Silly Cradle. Her artist that painted her and rooted her. And it's so cute. And she... Oh. And she also sent these little booties. And I put these on her because they're so cute. I thought they were so cute. And then she's wearing her little binky that I got from Caroline Doty. And they're really cute because they fit her little small mouth, and I don't have to put nothing in there. It just goes in there smoothly. And yeah. Just like her bottle. Just open her little jaw, whatever. Oh, I'm so exhausted. So, I've gotten I got my tongue pierced when I was 18. I had it was a bet. I don't know what the bet was. I think it was to do with the game or something, and they lost, or I don't know, but I lost the bet, right? So me and my friend went to go get our tongue pierced, and I was 18. I think I was 18 at the time, yeah. So I ended up getting my tongue pierced. I have that the hole there. I don't know if you can see it, but I could just put my tongue ring back in and it'll open up. It pops though, because it's scar tissue. It'll go. And I thought, I was so scared. I was so scared. I told my friend to go first, and I thought I was going to chicken out, but I didn't. I ended up going through with it, and I ended up getting my tongue pierced, and it didn't hurt at all. Not even a pinch, not even nothing. Just pulled out your tongue, and they pierced it, and that was it. You couldn't drink liquor for a while or eat popcorn. And so I was real thin at the time. I weighed 110. I weighed 110 until I got pregnant with my twins, right? My twin boys. And even after I had my first child, I was 110. I was 95 pounds at first, and then 110. And so, my tongue got infected for some reason, but I didn't take out my barbell. I just went back to them and told them and showed them that my tongue got infected, and they were like, it's okay, just do this and gargle with Listerine and whatnot and what so forth and so on and whatever. And so I ended up keeping my tongue ring. And well, my sister ended up getting her tongue ring, and she was like, oh my gosh, I don't know how you did it. It was so painful. I can't handle it. And so she took it out right away. So she never got to, you know, keep it in or whatever. I also had my belly button pierced because I was really thin for all my life. Now it's like I'm the biggest of the biggest, and I don't like it. I'm really self-conscious of it because I'm used to being very thin and everybody making fun of me of when I was little that okay, hold on. I know you're getting cranky. Yeah. She's gonna poop, and then I have to change her and then put her in night-night. And so I ended up what was I saying? I forget. And so I've always been really thin, and everybody used to tell me that men don't like bones on a dog or bones and stuff like that, and I needed to gain weight and whatnot. And I always used to try my hardest to gain weight. I used to eat a whole pizza all by myself, and I never gained an inch, right? So now that I'm big, I just hate it because I'm not thin. I don't have a flat stomach, like I used to. So I really hate it, but it is what it is, you know, so I enjoy it. Whatever. And so I never got to put oh no, did I take out my belly button, and did I ever do it? No, I didn't redo it. I was gonna go and redo my piercing because I had lost weight after, you know, I had my twins, and then before I met my husband I was 130, and I didn't have a stomach then either. And so I was gonna go and redo my belly button because I had my belly button pierced, but I was so scared because I know how the scar tissue in my tongue was, so I was like, oh my goodness, what if it hurts like that? So I never did it. And then, you know, I've gained weight, and then I've lost weight, and then I gained weight again, and so now it's really hard for me to lose this time because I don't know, I think I'm going through perimenopause, and I need to get to the hormone doctor because they had said that I was. And then I went to my other endocrinology, and she said no, I'm not going through perimenopause, but I think I am because it's hard to lose weight now. So I want to go and recheck it and stuff and see if I could get on medication because I am on Mounjaro, but Mounjaro is like a hormone too, they say. And this time it's really been hard to lose. So I'm trying my best to eat as I can. I lost a couple of pounds, not very much. And so I drank Dr. Pepper the other day, and I gained those 3 pounds back or something like that. So yeah. But anyways, with that being said, guys, you know, I also got a tattoo. Well, my first tattoo was, it's a tramp stamp, you know. My ex-husband, I have his name on my, I got his name on my back, which I never wanted, but he got my name on his wrist, and he wanted me to get his name on me, and I was like, oh, I didn't want to do it, but I ended up doing it, and I got his name on my back, and that was kind of hurt because it was kind of like on the bone, you know. So we're gonna put this Huggy Preemie diaper on her, and I think preemies fit her good. That diaper fits her pretty good too. And she has such a cute little squish to her belly. How do they do it? And so then it kind of hurt like the first time doing my tattoo with his name like on the back of my back. And I didn't want to do it. I was gonna leave, but he made me do it because he was like, I got your name on my wrist and you'll always be my baby mama even if we're not together. And I was like, whatever. So I ended up getting his name on the back of my back, and I hate it. I hate it now that, you know, I got remarried and stuff, and it's still back there. So I want to redo it and cover it up. So hopefully I can do that sometime. But here's my squish. And I'm going to put her in this little thing because she tends to sleep so much better when she's wrapped up. The doctors told me that babies like to be wrapped up like this because it reminds them of being in the belly. So I used to do this a lot with my boys. Wrap them up really good like a burrito. And they would sleep because they think they're all snuggled up of being in your belly. So there she is. There she is. And so I ended up getting a tattoo right here of a cheetah, and it's kind of like, you know, meow, like all innocent, all cute, all sexy, whatever. I love leopard. I used to have my whole house decorated in leopard. I had leopard couches and everything. My decor was all leopard, safari kind of look. And I even have a leopard chair that my daughter-in-law has downstairs in their little house. And so I got the leopard on me. And this was my second tattoo, so I only have two. And it did not hurt either. I was kind of scared because, you know, you always ask people how things are going to feel and if it's going to hurt or whatnot. And some people will tell you, yes, it hurts. Some people will say it feels like this. It feels like a cat scratching you. It feels like something scratching you and itching and stuff like that. But so you never really know how it is to have your have something tattooed or your tongue pierced or anything, because you never know how you're going to feel and how you're going to experience it and how you are immune to pain. Well, when I had my first child at 15, I was pregnant, and I had my first child at 16 years old. I didn't get no epidural. I had her natural, and I ended up going through Lamaze classes. And my daughter's my son's dad's mom was in the room with me, and she was freaking out because I had him natural, and she couldn't believe it because she was like, I could not do that. I needed an epidural right away. So she was freaking out. I think my son's dad was like telling me about, because I had to get two stitches on my arm because my arm went through the glass. And he was like, is this how you're going to be crying? Because they had to scrape out the glass and it hurt. I was crying, man. I was really crying then. And so he was like, are you going to be doing this when you have the baby? And then I wasn't. So he really freaked out because I wasn't even crying or anything. And he had a kid before. So he saw the mom all in pain and stuff like that and took the epidural. And I didn't do none of that, and so I could tolerate pain pretty good. Like, I got my dais pierced too. They're right here. I have two little hearts in my ears. They really help migraines. I read about it and I didn't know if I should get them done, but then I ended up doing it just to see how it would affect you, because some people it takes away their migraines, some people it doesn't, some people alleviates them a little bit. They get a lot of headaches. Well, me, it really has helped tremendously my migraines. I used to have really bad migraines, and where they would affect my vision. I would get blurry vision, I would see spots, and I couldn't see, and my head used to hurt, and for 3 days straight it would hurt like pounding, awful. And then I would have them a lot, like a week, and then next week I would have 3 back to back, 3 days in a row. And so it would affect me that much, even when I would have a minimum. What is that kind of stroke where you get like a stroke or a mini stroke, or I don't know what it's called, but the doctor said I would get it because my hand would get numb and it would travel all the way to my arm and my mouth and my tongue, and I could not speak. I started slurring my speech, and that's how bad my migraines were. I had to take Midrins back in the day. Actually, before I started taking Midrins, I would have to go to the emergency room all the time, and they would have to give me a shot. So I would help me with my migraines. And when I would work, I was working for Smith's Food and Drug, and then they started giving me Midrins, which really helped. And then they stopped making those. So when I started going to cosmetology school back in the day, I had to take Botox, get Botox in my forehead for like, it would only help for 3 months. Then after 3 months, then the migraines would come back. But after I discovered piercing these, and everybody said you can hear it and it hurts. Well, I didn't even hear nothing, and it does not hurt. It's not painful at all. All they did was just click, click, and it was done. And so I ended up getting those pierced, and they have helped me tremendously. I don't get migraines, and if I do start getting an episode, I'll start to see blurry, and I can take like Excedrin, and in 15 minutes it's gone, and it don't even get me numb no more. I don't have that stroke anymore. I'm not going around like for 3 days or anything. And sometimes I haven't had a migraine in forever lately. I don't know if it's going on 2 months or 3 months, but I haven't had one in for a while. So they do work. I can't say if it'll help everybody, because like I said, I don't know. It has just really helped me a lot and saved my life for migraines, because I hated them. Look at her. Look at this precious little girl. I don't know. She's just so adorable. I love her so much. She has the cutest little face ever. I don't know, but this sculpt is the cutest little sculpt ever. Just cute little face. Everybody thinks she is so real, and she looks so real and everything, and I think she does. And that light brown hair just does it for me. And I always comb her hair like this, because I used to comb my kids, and I think it's so cute. But she's so cute. She's so cute. Mi preciosa linda. Lindita. But yeah, guys, so I will catch you guys on the next one, and never forget, y'all, te amo. Yeah, with that being said, guys, I will catch you guys on the next one, and never forget, te amo muchísimo.